What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at again with another video. So, last night was very interesting for SmackDown. We had probably one of the most kind of perplexing promo segments we've had in a while between The Rock and Cody Rhodes. The Rock made it very clear that he wants Cody to be his champion. And he also made it very clear that he wants Cody's soul, like Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. It has a lot of people confused. It has a lot of people speculating where this story can go. Will Cody say yes? Will Cody say no at Elimination Chamber? What will be the consequences of his answer to The Rock? And it's definitely caused some buzz and intrigue on what's going to happen. How is this going to affect WrestleMania going forward? So I wanted to ask you guys this question on Twitter to kind of get y'all opinion as well. So I appreciate everyone that was involved in answering my tweet. I'm going to pull it up real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So on Twitter, I decided to ask, I want to get y'all opinion on the segment between Cody and The Rock last night. Did y'all enjoy it? Why or why not? And do y'all think Cody will sell his soul to The Rock? And a few of y'all have answered. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but I appreciate everyone that responded in the tweet. Thank y'all so much for that. So we got Val right here. It says, what if Cody declines? Then Punk calls in his favor and he becomes the corporate champion. Now, I've seen some people talk about this. I check out JD from NY 206, his live stream last night talking about the whole situation. And he proposed an idea like maybe, say there's a situation where John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber, which I think a lot of us may be leaning towards that being a real possibility. CM Punk doesn't win. He calls in his favor to Paul Heyman, and he kind of inserts himself into the main event situation between Cody and John Cena. And if Cody declines at Elimination Chamber, maybe he would want to be The Rock's champion by any means necessary to get the WWE Championship. Maybe he gets that desperate. And we know CM Punk and The Rock have had their fair share of interactions before in the past. So I don't know. But JD did propose that idea, and I've seen other people as well. So that could be a thing. Someone said, I'm washed. That's his name. Not someone said, but that's his name. Or Miles Angel, whichever you want to go by. Promo didn't deliver, but I believe this will be one of the most compelling storylines of all time. The Rock's master plan to have the new corporation take down Roman Reigns as tribal chief and set up a match at Mania 42. Maybe I'm tweaking like Jello, but we'll see how it plays out. Hey, man, that's a fair assessment. You know, that could possibly be something that happens as well. Maybe this is all part of a plan to build up this corporation, this new version of the corporation going forward. And maybe it does set up a match between The Rock and Roman at next year's WrestleMania. Who knows? Captain Zilla enjoyed it. It's leading to a new authority, possibly. I've seen people talk about that, say that. The Judas Black. He's gonna go for it because if he doesn't, he's gonna get the Stone Cold and Vince McMahon treatment. Meaning, if he doesn't go heel or give Rock what he wants, he will bring hell on him. Rock owns Cody, basically. That could be another situation too. He made it very clear that, you know, he's pretty much over everything. He's even over Triple H. And you are my champion, but essentially you are my champion, but I want you to acknowledge that and recognize that and let me take you to higher heights than you are right now. I just need your soul in the process. So that could be a thing. He says no, and you know, The Rock's like, all right, you will eventually say yes. It could be something like that. When people have that type of power, they give you the illusion of choice, but there is no choice. It's either you do what they say or you're going to do what they say in the long run. Sean Talks Wrestling. I both liked and disliked it at the same time. I like that it brings some intrigue to both Elimination Chamber and Mania and puts Cody in a really unpredictable spot. I disliked it because the promo was all over the place, could have easily trimmed a few minutes off. Hey, that's a fair point, Sean Talks. I definitely understand that. Can understand it. Definitely felt disjointed. Was a little bit kind of awkward in a sense, especially the way The Rock was acting. He would be a face but then he would turn on the crowd, but then be a face again, but then turn on the crowd. It was actually kind of funny. It was like he was just going through his emotions during the whole thing. So fair point. Jedi Hippo. It was weird, self-indulgent from The Rock, unfocused from Cody, awkward and not entertaining. Probably expresses it best. Hey, that's your opinion on it, man. JJ, my opinion is, let me full screen it or expand it. My opinion is that yes, it was weird, but after watching it back, I have a different opinion on it. If this leads to something else, being with the Rock, then that would be really great and fun. And one person that I have in mind that would be in that position is CM Punk, because the favor and what Punk said to Cody a few weeks ago, that I will stab you in the front. So if this does lead to that, then holy shit. But it could also be the case of Cody saying yay and being a heel too, which also be very cool. I think a lot of people are thinking maybe this does lead to CM Punk turning heel. That's a possibility. Kenshi, I get the message. It was how it was delivered that kind of irked me. Fair enough. Samori, maybe Cody is going to say no to The Rock, and then maybe CM Punk will accept The Rock's offer. I'm here to make money. I see the gift. And it would align, even though CM Punk is not really the biggest fan of The Rock in that sense. He's all about main eventing WrestleMania. That's his thing. He's obsessed with that and winning the WWE Championship. And you can buy that he would buy in. He would be so desperate enough to sell his soul in order to become champion. I can see that. If you want, and that's a perfect way to turn him heel if you wanted to do that. It was confusing but enjoyable. It's Dwidget or Mr. Rager. It was confusing but enjoyable. I see the possibilities being endless with Cody's character from here. Cody will sell his soul because he's lost plenty of friends due to having the title. This would allow Cody to not feel lonely with the final boss as his friend. That could be a good alternate route that they take. Joe W. Cody refuses at Elimination Chamber. Rock enters in the match. After the last entry, Rock eliminates Logan and Priest. Punk gets hit with a Claymore Stomp combo, but Rock breaks up the pin and to save Punk. In the end, Rock takes the pin for Punk and wins, and we learn this is his true favorite of Heyman. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Rock ain't taking no damn pin. You lost me at that. I don't even see him being in an Elimination Chamber because I don't think he's gonna be doing any type of wrestling. I think he has a movie coming up, and obviously they're not trying to have him get injured. So I like where you was going, but then you lost me at the Rock being in the match, and then Rock taking the pin. That doesn't make sense. He's made it very clear he's the final boss. Guess what? CM Punk doesn't win. He asked Paul Heyman for the favor. He puts himself in the match. He can put anybody in any match. Doesn't matter if they won the Royal Rumble or not, or the Elimination Chamber. He can put anybody in any match. So I like where you was going. You kind of lost me there at the end. Jason, did anyone notice Cody's hair? It looks darker. Maybe not intentional, but caught my attention instantly. I didn't really pay attention to that, so I don't know if I'm going to look too deep into that scenario. Mr. Petty, it's either going to be Punk or Cena. Cody, I would love, but I don't think WWE has the balls to turn him heel. Not yet, but you never know. AM, enjoyable because we didn't know which way it was going to go. I love the idea of Cody potentially selling his soul to stay at the top, but I think he won't get a chance to answer. Instead, Roman will confront The Rock about calling Cody his brother and trying to replace him. Now that, AM, I like that. I like that. And I'm glad you picked that up because last night he said it was supposed to be Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania last year, and Cody's fucked it up. Now he wants Cody as his guy. After everything that they went through, he wants Cody as the guy. It was supposed to be Roman. Now he's his brother? It's very interesting. Very interesting. I like that. Corey Payne. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that they're trying to rehash Austin versus McMahon. You're kind of spot on it. I said it last night. This is definitely an Austin versus McMahon, but ultimately Austin caved in and joined and essentially sold his soul to the devil to Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 17, ironically against The Rock. So video loca. I don't know how to pronounce that. This leads to the corporation coming back. Punk and Heyman will be a part of it. Maybe Punk gets his own group, or maybe Cena turns heel and accepts the offer. I'm intrigued. All the promos from Cody, Punk to Cody, Punk to Roman, Punk to Heyman, they're all tied together. That's a good perspective there too. The wrestling old head. After that segment last night, WWE has 5 roads to go down. Whereas before the segment, they maybe had 2. The Rock aligning with John Cena to go after Cody Soul is intriguing. Cena has the Angel to the Rock's Devil is also interesting too. Fair point. Nathan, I saw an interesting idea that had Cody beat The Rock at Mania or SummerSlam and then start to become a tweener like character, and then be John Cena's last character, and he sells his soul to defeat Cena and officially turn heel. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many matches we're gonna have for The Rock, so I don't know about that happening, beating The Rock. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Solomon. I enjoyed SmackDown. It was a weird show. I do believe that Cody will eventually sell his soul to The Rock. Shang Tsung. The Rock Shang Tsung. Cody is already getting weary and frustrated. Even CM Punk called him out on that. And whenever Cody does snap, that's when Cody will accept The Rock's offer. I do think this is a possibility. Because here's the thing. And I said this, I don't know if I mentioned this last night. Maybe I mentioned it during the live stream. But having Cody be a face, if he does retain at this year's WrestleMania, having him be the same face all year long, it is going to get stale. It is going to get stagnant. And there's only so much of that you can do before you need to switch it up. I think if they were to pull the trigger on him starting to be heel, they've been planting the seeds. And I still think maybe Randy Orton will probably be the final catalyst to him finally snapping. I don't know how that's going to play out with what The Rock has said. But I do think you want to add different layers to his character. Because if you want to be honest, Cody's beating everybody. He's beating everybody. The only people that it really would be a night, like something surprising to see or something interesting, is obviously Cody versus John Cena, Cody versus CM Punk, and Cody versus Randy Orton. Everybody else, he's kind of beaten, or you don't really even see a match formulating with them. So I think, honestly, outside of Drew McIntyre, but I mean, I think he's the other person. Drew McIntyre, he's already, he's lost to him. But I think just in a match standpoint, as, defending the championship, I think, honestly, it would be Randy Orton, John Cena, and CM Punk are the only 3 guys I think would make sense to beat him. And if he doesn't lose to one of those guys, I don't, if you're just going to have him be a champion that just holds the title once again for a whole nother year, some character arc or character change would need to be a part. Whether someone else joins up and takes The Rock's offer, maybe it's Randy Orton, who knows? But there would have to be something to happen for him to lose the title, and then maybe we can get a character shift or him trying to overcome the odds again. I don't know. But having him just win at WrestleMania and then just have him do the same thing he did last year, this year, in the sense of just beating everybody, I don't know if that's going to be able to work or be sustainable. I don't know how to pronounce this. SPHIWE. I saw it almost 5 hours after everyone saw it. So excitement was as a 5 out of 10, but after watching it, I'm at a 9. That shit was fire. I'm intrigued for sure, as I didn't expect that. Wrestle the Blue Check. I love the segment. Opens up for a lot of possibilities. I don't think Cody will sell out yet. I think Drew should if he wins the Elimination Chamber and win at Mania, then Cody sells out the moment he gets his championship back. A lot of people have counted out a heel Cody. I haven't. Possibly. Shay, I enjoyed the promo segment between the two. I'm one of those who are hoping it leads to Cody's heel turn, just like how Austin sold his soul to Vince McMahon. Fair point, mate. I talked about that as well. First real madman. I was confused. The crowd were confused. Cody was confused. I think The Rock was even confused. Just confusing for me. Fair point. Tyrell. I let me have a lot of questions. I will say, if Cody says yes, it is something different, and they can do a heel Cody versus a face Cena or Punk. If Cody says no, I would love either Punk, Cena, or Drew to take The Rock's offer, and I think that may be something we head towards. I don't think he's gonna say yes. I think Cody's gonna say no because he's been true to that. That's his character still right now. He's fighting all the urges to really lose it, but I think he's going to hold to his morals and say no. One or two things will happen. Either someone else will step up and say, I'll be your champion, or The Rock will do whatever he can to get Cody to say yes. That's why I say having him just go in there and win this year with no extra additives and just be the same guy he was last year. He finished the story already. You want to switch it up. So that way fans don't get bored with, all right, well, it's the same Cody he won last year. Who's going to actually beat him? You want to kind of build up some type of story with whether he wins or lose at this year's WrestleMania. King Pop Rich, I enjoyed it. Wasn't expecting The Rock to say he wants Cody's soul. I was shocked when he said that, and I want to see how this plays out at the pay-per-view for Elimination Chamber. If Cody will give his soul or not, and I don't think Cody will give his soul to The Rock. Kim's twin. Watching it at first, I didn't like it only because I was confused and not understanding what The Rock was saying and wanting Cody to be his champion to sell his soul. After watching it again, it's not bad, but it still felt odd to me. I don't think Cody will accept the offer. Fair assessment. Zadiq. It was so uncomfortable to watch, but I'm not gonna lie, heel Cody with The Rock as his manager would be awesome. It could work. TJ, I enjoyed it. The fact that people are not smelling what the final boss is cooking. Will Cody sell his soul? No. He'll break his heart again. Remember, Monday after Mania 40, which that is a fair point. He said, don't break my heart again. Cody may end up doing that, and he may pay the price for that. JC Aponte. I get why they was going. I get why they was going, and it felt like a continuation of what Punk said earlier to him. The soul part caught me off guard too. J.A. trailer. I enjoyed it. For me, I'm glad they made it make sense to the Raw on Netflix debut. And that, I think that situation, that was more so just The Rock showing, trying to show love and be the good guy and the happy guy in front of the investors and stuff like that. That's mainly why he did that. It was Netflix debut. That's why he did that. I wasn't still the biggest fan of them drinking tequila together, but that was that whole part. So I get why he spun it like, we've gotten close. We're brothers now. But hey, I want to take you to new heights. Tyler Mitchell. When you look at it in a vacuum, it's weird. But if you think outside of it and the possibilities of who will be that corporate champion, Rock's champion, is intriguing. Facts. The Solo Wolf. I think the segment was okay. It's going to take some time to get full picture of the story. The problem is we keep getting this will they, won't they tease with The Rock coming back, which is leading to booking problems. Cody either has no opponent or too many options. I don't think we're going to get The Rock being involved. And he even said it on the press conference after the show that the fact that he's able to not actually be in a match, but can be just as involved. I think that's the route they're going with. Obviously, his movie obligations have kind of changed things. So, he's most likely not going to be in a wrestling capacity, but he's going to be the figurehead that's pulling all the strings. So, we'll see how that plays out. What's this? Jihad TV. I don't know what to think, but I don't think he's going to do it right away. And then later it's possible, but it will be crazy and interesting if Cody did side with The Rock. It will turn everything upside down, but I don't know. I'm just here for the ride. I am same here. Trump is not my president. I didn't enjoy it. It was so confusing and weird to watch. And The Rock asking Cody's soulmate to pay off feel unworthy of my attention. I highly doubt Cody would do it because he looked as befuddled as I think we all did. I don't know. And it also depends on when he asked that question at Elimination Chamber. Will he ask that before the men's match or will he ask that after? It depends on when they set that up. Donna, I enjoyed it. The Rock did a lot of talking in circles, but it was entertaining and could add more intrigue to Cody's character. If we see he's tempted by the offer, Cody's not selling his soul, but someone else may. And that's what I'm getting a lot of people saying. Cody won't do it, but someone else may do it. The Renaissance of Wrestling. It's all we can look forward to right now. So I'd say it was a success, and I love it. Hidden Network, it was confusing, but after giving some thought, there are a lot of options for them to go onto the road to WrestleMania. Little Trey D, I think Cody's going to say no, but The Rock will be like, okay, you want to be your own man, I'm cool. But when Cody and potential winner of the Chamber, most likely Cena or Punk, have their match just for The Rock to still come out there and help, possibly. Too sweet. It was weird, but almost excited to see where this goes. Flynn, at the moment, I think WWE is missing a big heel. We could see a scenario at Mania, a heel Cody going against a Cena, Punk, or a possible Seth after everything he went through with Cody last year against The Rock. Yeah. And that's another interesting layer. What if Cody does agree? You can understand. Now Seth can really be upset. He's like, wait. Not only did you team up with Roman recently, after we did everything, I sacrificed my championship for you to win yours. You side with the guy that's trying to take over the company or is taking over the company and doesn't care about the rest of us. You side with him, of all people, the guy that was trying to destroy you? What? It could bring some issues. It could definitely bring some issues. So, I don't know. I like that idea as well. Rich Tannis, a little confusing, but at least we know that a heel Cody is coming and that fans are going to hate that too. Possibly so. And Tony leaves. This came off kind of weird on TV. I get what they're trying to do. I think this will lead to Roman Reigns coming back to confront The Rock and finally getting that Roman versus Rock match at WrestleMania 41. Imagine the pop if Roman goes to help. If Roman goes to help Rock, only to spear him instead, setting up a WrestleMania match. Why would the Roman help The Rock? What, he's not in any type of match, so I don't know. But I get the idea of where you was coming from with that. Tim, this was very confusing, but Rock could be trying to get Cody to join him as a heel and give him authority type power. Wish this was set up with Roman and The Rock, but WWE is going to push this till next year, and the fans may not care as much by then, and that's a fair point. And I think I'm going to end it there, man. You guys came up with some very interesting ideas. The general consensus I've seen so far is confusing, but interesting. It has multiple routes. This changes the Elimination Chamber in a sense of who could possibly win it. Well, I think even before this, I was leaning towards John Cena. But I was trying to also lean into the idea of CM Punk is going to try to find his way into the main event. Maybe this is the bridge to get him to that main event. calling that favor from Paul Heyman, and then maybe he aligns himself with The Rock. But it changes things, because I will say this: John Cena and Cody, great match. Looking forward to it if that's what the route they go. But a face v face, that dynamic may not work. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just a lot of people are going to be cheering for John Cena to win. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's his last WrestleMania match. But if you add in that extra layer of doubt, and it also depends on the promos that John Cena and Cody will have leading up to WrestleMania if they go that route, you add that extra layer of doubt. The devil on Cody's shoulder. This guy has come back. He's made it very clear what's best for business is him winning one more championship, one more world title. That's what's best for business. And Cody obviously should feel some type of way. Like, no, what's best for business is me, the guy that's been here while you've been out here shooting movies. And maybe, just maybe, this could be a situation where maybe the devil is starting to talk a little bit too loud to Cody, aka The Rock, and maybe he finally gives in. I don't think it will be an immediate give in if they do that route. Or, like a lot of you guys were saying, maybe CM Punk takes him up on the offer. This is very interesting. They have made Elimination Chamber even much more must watch, because now you're going to be tuning in to see who's going to win the match. And you're also going to be tuning in to see what Cody's decision will be and how The Rock is going to react. Because if they pull the ultimate swerve and Cody shakes his hand, he said, all right, I'm going to be your champion, that's going to be crazy. And they could do that because guess what? Say John Cena does win. They can do that, and Cody can be like, he can feel some type of way that people are booing him now. That could be a way why people will boo him. Like, you sold your soul. Why would you do that? And, maybe the pressures, like CM Punk had been saying, the weight of being this champion has started to get to him. He's losing friends, and he feels like this isn't the route, he thought, the championship path would be. So he needs some help. You could do it that way. And now you have a babyface John Cena going against, obviously, a person he's had issues with in the past per storyline, with The Rock backing Cody Rhodes. And you can still have John Cena lose. You can still have him lose. And then Randy Orton's situation. What makes this even better, because a lot of people are not going to want to boo Randy whenever he comes back. But what makes this even better is Randy can start to realize maybe Kevin Owens was right. He sided with Roman Reigns. I ended up getting injured and attacked by Kevin Owens because of all of this. And now he sides with The Rock. He sides with The Rock. He cheats to beat John Cena. What the hell? That could be a situation. That could work. And he could be confused and conflicted. Like, what are you doing? Like, they have, and this is the thing, there's no wrong answer here. They have multiple routes where they can take this and it would still make sense. I like the idea of CM Punk doing whatever it takes to get into the main event of WrestleMania and winning the championship, even if that means to sell his soul, because he said it. He's not here to make friends. He's here to make money. I think that would be cool too. Maybe Drew could be a part of this. This could be something interesting as well with Drew selling his soul. He doesn't give a damn. He wants to become the champion. And Drew and The Rock have a great relationship. This is good. I enjoy this. It's very unpredictable, and I like it. It's getting us to talk about it and be more excited about what's to come. So thank you to everyone that commented on here. Thank you to everyone giving their opinions. If I didn't get to you, it's, don't take it personally. I'll check it off camera just to kind of go through these comments and kind of respond or check out some of the ideas you guys have come up with. But hey, comment down below. Let me know how do y'all feel about, what transpired yesterday in relations to the Cody and Roman Reigns and Cody and The Rock situation. Also, before I end that video, what about Roman Reigns? Before I end this video, what about Roman Reigns? How is he going to feel about that? There's so many more routes they can take. This is what this is what WrestleMania is supposed to feel like. This is the excitement, intrigue, and us really not knowing how this is going to play out. But thank y'all for all love, support. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.